Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel Ace Morph, and today we have our third player review video of this channel. We are going to be looking at the new UEFA Euro International Stars card that came out today at a at an odd time, I should say, not the usual content time that we see. But this card looks really nice on paper. I'm going to go ahead with completing the SBC right away. And this card, so there's just one thing I would like to point out. Rodri's cards, I've used a lot of different variations this year. I've used the team of the year, I've used the team of the season card as well. And one thing has been constant with Rodri throughout, his presence as a defensive midfielder, a stay back defensive midfielder, has always been very impressive. Like, he commands the midfield area. And not just that, even with this body type, he does not feel stiff on the ball. He moves very well, covers the ground, is fast on the ball, off the ball as well, and his passing has always been immaculate. So I am expecting pretty much the same from this card. This is the best rated version of Rodri in this year's game as of now. If we move ahead to what details are there on the card, he's 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, and importantly, there is just one important detail I'd like to point out here, that this card has medium high player work rates. So basically, this is something very rare to find in this game. I personally am a player who prefers to have one midfielder who's going to sit back right in front of the front four and protect them. Because if whenever I play with two center mids who are both high, I always feel that the defenders are kind of left unprotected in most of the transitional situations. So this is something very important. It's a very rare type of card now, having medium attacking work rates and high defensive work rates. So that's right off the bat, that's something really positive to look at. He's 6'3" and mostly lengthy. These things are going to go very well with the pace on the card. And yeah, so if I move on to the stats, basically, we can see that the pace split is very decent, 84 acceleration, 95 sprint speed. He has 99 shot power. I don't think that we are going to be using that shot power too much, but if you want to take, maybe try out a power shot or something, it can come in handy. But the most important fields here, look at the passing department: 99 short pass, 99 long pass. Dribbling department, he has 99 reactions, 99 ball control with 90 plus on dribbling and composure as well. These are the key stats which basically, even with his body type, make him very smooth in game. On the defending now, if I see, I don't think there's much that I need to comment here. Defending and physical are in the high end of 90s, so that's something that you are obviously going to see with Rodri. Is going to be very strong. He's always going to be positioned well defensively, and his tackling is going to be very good. Now, the most important changes on this card as compared to the previous variations are mostly in the playstyles department. So we'll just come to playstyles here for a second. The playstyle pluses that he has, three of the five passing playstyles are playstyle pluses. This means that you can play any kind of passes with this guy. He has 99 short pass, 99 long pass. They are going to come off very well. And I'm in fact very intrigued to see how he's going to perform in game. On the defensive playstyle, he has the normal block and the normal bruiser. So that is also again like going to add that physicality to his play. But the most important playstyle for a DM, he has Anticipate Plus. His tackling is going to be very good with the physical and defensive stats that he already has. So right away the card looks very good, and I hope the same can basically transition into the game. So yeah, we are now going to see how we are going to line up with Rodri in game. So the custom tactics, I'm going to go with my preferred 4-4-1-1. We just saw the team on the screen. So in the 4-4-1-1, we are going to have 100 depth. Rodri and Vitinha are going to be our two CMs, and while both of them are going to be on the stay back while attacking instructions and cover center, we ideally want to see how Rodri is going to defend the back line with his medium high work rates as compared to Vitinha's high work rates. So that's something which is going to be very interesting. We have Ronaldo leading the line with Nunes on the wing, and we are also going to try him out on the 4-3-2-1 tactic, where Rodri is going to be our main stay back while attacking CM out of the three CMs. So that's also going to be something very interesting. So let's get into the game, and hopefully he performs as well as his stats feel on paper. On to the first game. This is the first sequence. We are controlling Rodri here, and this is something I want to point out. Look how fast his track back is. I am not controlling Rodri here, but the moment we are under threat from the opponent, he tracks back very fast. This is another sequence now, where we win the ball back with our CB. We play it to Rodri, and this is something I'd like to point out. You must have seen how kind of difficult it was for me once the ball got to Rodri's feet to move and basically try to look for another pass. So his dribbling at this stage of the game is not as good as some of the other players, like the new version of Bellingham that is launched. He is going to be very solid defensively, he's going to have great physicality, but I still feel that his dribbling, even though it is very good, and I've tried out his previous versions as I mentioned earlier, and he always feels quite smooth on the ball, but it still has that kind of physical aspect to his movement. So luckily the opponent does not score from that. We move on to the next sequence here. We try to build out with Capdevia on the left wing. We play it into the center of the midfield to Rodri. That's a nice first touch, and yeah, that that is a given with this card. You are going to have fantastic passing. What a great long through ball. And again, this is another sequence where we try out a lobbed pass, a lob through ball this time with Rodri, and it locks on perfectly to CR7. If you see in that position, that is not a very good angle to play the lob through ball, but even with Bisek that our opponent has, Ronaldo is able to basically lock onto that ball so perfectly, and that all comes from the passing of Rodri with the playstyle plus and the passing starts. So that's something really good to look at. We win the ball back again with CR7. We play it to Rodri, and another fantastic through ball because of the playstyle plus. So his playstyle pluses with the passing starts are already working very well. Rodri with a very good interception there, and I'd like to point out that I was not controlling Rodri there. It was all about the AI of Rodri that gets into the position, covers the two center backs, and makes that interception. And with the tiki taka plus, he's able to easily lay it off to the striker right after winning the ball back. So defensively also, as we expected, very solid and very good AI that we are seeing here initially. We move on to the next sequence. Xavi Simons takes the ball forward. Here we pass it again to Rodri. Let's see, we drive right past the back line of the defenders. And again, here what I basically intended to do was to get Rodri as high as possible and then switch off to another player just to see how fast his AI tracks back before the opponent is able to move into a transition, and how quickly is he able to basically form that shield again in front of the two center backs. And if you see, the moment he loses the ball, he rushes back. There is no breath taken by him, he just goes right back to where his position is. You can see I'm not controlling Rodri here, but he gets back into position very quickly, right at the heart of the midfield four. So yeah, we trigger the run with Rodri here. We try to do the same thing where we try to get ahead with him, and now we want to see how quickly will he be able to track back and form the shield with his high defensive work rates in front of the back four. So as you can see, it's very fast. He gets back into position as soon as possible, and he this is as a CM that I'm using him, not even as a CDM. So you can imagine how fast his tracking back will be as a CDM. And I'd just like to pause here and replay the sequence. If you see, I am again not controlling Rodri, but with because of the AI and the high defensive work rates, he gets back very fast and makes a very good attempt at basically trying to intercept the pass. Now he does not have the intercept plus play style, and because of that, basically the ball rebounds of his interception and falls unfortunately into the path of Nunes, who basically finishes into the goal. But there are two things I'd like to point out: the lack of the intercept plus, which basically does not make his interception stick to his feet, but at the same time, on the positive side, his defensive AI ensures that he's in the right position to be able to try and intercept that pass. So there's both sides of it, but definitely I'm very impressed with his defensive AI till now. On to the next sequence. On the left side with Capdevia, we pass it into the midfield to Vitinha, Vitinha to Rodri, Rodri with another lofted through ball, which comes off quite well as expected. Look at that pass, man. Look at that pass. It's so easy with him and so smooth with him. This passing, 99 short and long passing with all the important passing play styles. That's a through ball, and I did not even I did not anticipate that pass to be so perfect, but it glitches out the right back completely for the opponent, and it reaches to Xavi Simons. Unfortunately, we are not able to make that situation work immediately. We win the ball back, however. We go on to the next sequence. Neymar in the attacking midfield area. We lose the ball. Rodri again, so well positioned. Again, the defensive AI of this guy is a charm for someone like me. I love to have a DM who's going to protect the center backs. And the moment I lose the ball, he rushes back right in front of the two center backs. And it's all the AI. I never controlled Rodri in the entire sequence. He makes the interception, wins the ball back, and gets us on the attack right away. So we attack with Neymar, and by the way, this Neymar is too good with his dribbling. This is the evolution Neymar. We win a penalty with Neymar. Let's see how good of penalties does Rodri have. I'm not expecting much, but just for banter, let's take the penalty with him. 75 penalties, not the best. And yeah, we are able to easily score that penalty. On to the next sequence. Rodri trying to make himself available in the midfield. First time through ball to Nunes, again perfectly weighted, perfectly weighted. So here I am now going to give you a few more examples of Rodri's passing. Here I am able to maneuver between two of the opposition players and lay a fantastic through ball to Neymar. It's the weight of his passes that's so smooth that makes his passing look like a treat. Rodri here able to hold off Vieira, and that's no mean feat, and lay off another fantastic through ball. So yeah, guys, I'm really loving this guy's passing. Yeah, so we are now coming towards the end of this video. A few important points I like you to take note of. On the positive side, definitely this guy on the ball and off the ball feels fast. His defensive AI is absolutely amazing. He's always going to be in the right position for you to protect your center backs. Even if you overcommit with him, his AI is going to rush back as soon as possible to form that shield in front of the center backs. His passing is amazing. There is no complaints you can have. Even if you play difficult through passes, lobbed through passes, anything, ping passes, they are all going to come off really well. So there's nothing that you need to be worried about. His physicality, as the stats say, also transitions very well into the game. We used an anchor on him, so we have maxed out both the defending and the physicality, and it definitely reflects in the game. Just like his Team of the Year card, his Team of the Season card, there's just no complaints that you can have with his defending and physicality. On the slightly negative side, you have to use him primarily as a DM, a stay back DM. You cannot use him as a box to box midfielder, he simply does not have the dribbling for that. As a DM or even as a CB, you are going to love his dribbling because of the 99 reactions, ball control, high dribbling, and composure stats. For these specific roles, his dribbling is going to feel very good, he's going to feel smooth on the ball, but in the attacking areas, you are going to struggle. And even when the opponent is pressing you high, you can try to shield the ball with him, but it is going to be difficult for you to dribble out of tight spots and basically look for the next pass. So I do recommend using him mainly as a defensive midfielder. You can, if you want to chase a particular game, you can also use him as a center back and put a more attacking or maybe a more box to box kind of a DM. So that is pretty much about Rodri. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, do like, subscribe, and turn on the bell sign, the notification, so that you don't miss out on any new video that we upload on the channel. We are uploading pretty much every second or third day. We have put out a new short as well. So stay connected with the channel. I know EAFC is now on the downward trend. We are reaching the new game cycle of EAFC 25. So we are slowly and slowly going to build towards that. It would be great to have you guys as a part of the journey, and then we can go full-fledged all out for EAFC 25. So yeah, guys, have a good night. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Do let us know in the comments if you want me to review any specific players. And yeah, peace out.